my dumbass orders. You know I'm talking about. Go
do some dumb shit. Exactly.
All right, here we go.
I didn't disagree with you on that, but I'm just telling you, Karen, respectfully, Karen, I'm just telling you that you need to provide invoices and receipts. They're different. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, so he was provided like I mentioned before, he was provided the invoice for everything that was paid out to every single vendor that came from that allotted money. But that's a conversation I said with Joyner. You want to have sidebar, we can have that conversation so you can see that. But that was sent to your management. The reason I brought up Diamond is because it goes from the fact that this is what stems. Me and Jesse's issue is not real. It's not something that is something that mattered. It's something that could have been avoided. It was her friend thinking I took her podcast, and then from there she decided to jump ship and be cool with her. But come to find out, I knew the girl's brother, and somebody from the streets fixed it. That was my issue with Jess, and that's where all of this is stemming from. So I'm not speaking for.
Wait, so let me just ask you this. Hold on, no. Let me ask you a question so you can differentiate the difference. Okay, so you saying that the Joyner thing, and because I'm new to this, but I'm just hearing what I'm hearing. The Joyner thing and the Jesse thing are two totally different things, right?
Yeah, those are two different things.
Okay, all right, continue.
They're two different things. So now I think Diamond's up here. I'm gonna let her like that. This has nothing to do with me. And I think Jess was annoyed, which she has a right to be. She thought, oh, okay, they're ganging up on me. Nah, Jess, that's what you did to me. I'm not gonna do that to you. I don't have a problem with you. All I ask is just give me the same respect I give you.
Well, girl, I think you shouldn't worry about no catfight shit. Honestly, just worry about your business.
But you can think about your business. But if it's two of your homegirls and we're all trying to make money, you say, what the fuck are you doing? We're trying to make money. We're trying to get money. Let this shit go and let's get money together. That was the premise of it. So I looked at it like, all right, I started a podcast.
With Jesse though, not you and Joyner.
No, but now it got to a point she's taking it too far with some of the shit she's saying. There's certain things you can't come back from.
I think that sounds like a sidebar conversation with you and her, not you with Joyner.
No, I know. I said I'm having one with him. I don't know if I can have one with her right now because I'm gonna be honest.
Well,
She tested my heritage and everything else. So I'm gonna let Diamond say whatever that from there was, and she's the middle person in all of this because she was the one with the issue who started the original room of me thinking I took her.
You said she started the whole come at Karen thing.
Diamond was upset about the podcast, and she's on this. She's on here. She's up on stage. It says Diamond, I believe.
Is that Jesse? Oh, okay.
Go there, girl, because I'm getting a little.
Hold on, excuse me.
I don't think that I need to think about questions.
Let me reset before Diamond get to talking. Hold on. I'm gonna reset. According to
I just pulled Joyner manager up. Yeah.
Okay, Joyner manager here. Okay, we go reset. I want to reset. I'm gonna reset right quick for those that are just joined the conversation.
You can hear it now.
Thank you for joining the Crenshaw District. If you haven't already, hit the green house at the top. Follow the moderators and those that are speaking that that you find interesting and you want to follow them on this app to hear them speak more. Please follow them on this stage in the audience, wherever they may be. Okay. Now, this conversation was created by Keita Trotter right here at the top. #1 person on stage. Y'all make sure y'all follow her. She is the queen of the Crenshaw District. This is Karcen Civil Benefra. Tried to tell y'all. All right, now we got WAC 100 on the stage. We got Tiara Marie on the stage. TD Punch on the stage. Karcen Civil on the stage. We got a lot of people on stage having this conversation that's giving us information and making sure. We got Freddie Roosevelt and and a special guest all in the audience, man. Like, so y'all make sure we keep this conversation civil. We keep this conversation respectful. Okay, one mic rule. Please do not talk over each other. If you hear these moderators speaking and those that are part of this conversation speaking, just please listen. All the ad libs, you will get moved to the audience. Again, I want to thank y'all for joining the Crenshaw District. I would then turn the floor over to those that were speaking. Y'all got the floor.
Thank you, Commodore. Thank you.
Frank had something to say. I think was it Nick?
I got something to say.
Go ahead, bro. Who is
It's Ernest.
Okay.
I'm a journalist, and yes, I'm a journalist, and I'm Philadelphia.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm in Philadelphia. I'm a journalist who's been following and based in Philly a lot of this antics that Karen has done. All I would say for where I stand on is that the reason why it's been hard to get transparency from her is because sometimes she does lack a lot of accountability on social media. A lot of people have been raising concerns about some of her activities and the way that she carries. She blocks people. She isn't necessarily transparent about where she's at and what she's doing. She's taking content from journalists online. And in many ways, when she was held accountable for, I could give you an example in Philadelphia. I think it was Powerhouse Power 99. She was out acting like she was the one, on the stage and whatnot. She took that footage from a friend of mine who was a journalist in Philadelphia. When that person had confronted her about it, she blocked them. We was basically telling her, you need to, cite this person's content and what they're doing. She blocked all of us, including myself. And she's been doing that to several people over the years. And I just kind of feel like the lack of transparency and accountability to the press, and even some of the other stuff that she's admitted to doing tonight, I feel like it speaks a lot to her character and why it's hard to be in reach with her. So the man who was talking about the $60,000, I'm in solidarity with you. It is hard to get in contact with Karen when it's time for her to be accountable for some of the things that she do. And that's all I got to say on it.
I don't want y'all to just attack her. Like, let's.
No, but let me be clear. I'm a journalist, so let me be clear. We need to, not gaslight here, and I want to be, with all respect to you, it's not an attack. People out here has had their money not communicated to her. People have clearly put trust in her, an expectation for her to deliver certain things and be transparent. And so when people are calling for her to be accountable, it's not an attack. It's asked for accountability. So I have not insulted her. Let me be clear. Yeah, that's all I want to be clear about too. I just want to be clear about that. And I think, given the weight of a lot of this type of stuff that's been going on, we should ask ourselves the question, why did it take so long for this to go public? All of these 5-hour conversations that she's offering to do today, she should have been doing that so they didn't have to get on social media and get into the press. That's all I got to say.
I thank you for that, Ernest. I know on stage we got other people in the group, Ms. Karen. I know you're going to want to rebuttal to these people. We're going to get some people that,
Karen is no longer here.
Okay, so we're going to let Cash speak. Cash Man, where you at, Cash Man?
Hey, before y'all go on, I'm with Sean right now. I'm on the phone with him. Sean has no receipts. Sean has no receipts of Karen sending these things to him. The last thing he got was her saying the conversation will not continue to go further until Joyner apologizes. So these receipts that she's telling
but that's not cool, because how the fuck am I giving you my money and you telling me that you're not gonna give me my receipt?
Where Karen at? Bring Karen back in here.
Them invoices.
That's why she left. I'm the one who pulled. He doubled up.
One mic.
I'm the one who pulled. He doubled up because he called me. So it's been going for a few hours. Thank y'all again. Okay, Diamond first. Miss Diamond, where are you at? Say I. Because there's a lot of people on stage, so I'm trying to go through the stage. Just say, okay.
I'm right here.
Okay, Diamond. Go ahead, Miss Diamond. Then we're going to have Cash Man speak next. And again, if you haven't followed the greenhouse at the top, please do so. Follow all of your moderators, especially Miss Keith Trotter. She's the queen of the Crenshaw district. So y'all make sure y'all follow her. Also, man, just for a little quick promo, make sure y'all stream Body for our one and only right here on the Crenshaw district, Danny Dyrich, on iTunes and all streaming platforms right now. So go ahead, Diamond. Miss Diamond, go ahead and speak that.
Well, the room is basically Karcen Civil been referred, and me and Karen worked out our differences already, so I don't know if my story really matters. But I'm the girl that they're referring to that was in the middle of the podcast discrepancy, where there was a point where I felt like her podcast was biting off of mine, and that's when Jesse jumped in to what was then defend me. So I don't know if y'all want that story, if it has anything to do with this clubhouse, but I'm just the girl that is in the middle of both parties between Jess and Karen.
I mean, she mentioned you, so you might as well tell your piece. Shit, she calls it out.
I don't really give a fuck about none of this shit to sound like.
Okay, well then you not one that
well, look,
properly
it's okay,
to
yeah.
right now.
Well, Mr. Cash Man, go ahead, because Miss Diamond said it's irrelevant. Mr. Cash Man. It's cool, Diamond. Go ahead, Cash Man.
Yeah,
Speak,
exactly.
Cash Man. Go ahead, Cash.
So I just wanted to jump in about radio and how that works. So Joyner, I'm sorry that you lost your money, but how radio
Mute your
works
mics,
is
please. Mute your mics. Benzino, mute your mic.
Too close, record.
Cashman.
No, yeah, brother.
I'm back. So, once again, Joyner, I'm sorry you lost your money, but how radio works just in the future is that they send you a proposal. And when you and your manager see that proposal, then you make the decision to wire that money. Now, I know you're asking for receipts from her. That's a tricky situation.
Hold on, Cashman, before you go forward, let me tell you that radio was paid outside of the 60,000. Had nothing to do with the money that she was given.
It did show that she worked it, because y'all didn't tell her not to.
Nah, I got you, Wack. But Wack, none of those receipts are checking out. We don't have it.
I mean, you ain't gonna get that one though, bro, what I'm trying to tell you.
Oh, no. Wack, I'm in.
You ain't gonna get that.
I know the lingo. But on top of that, when the only person that came out to be profitable from this whole thing is a girl named Echo, who was a publicist who they paid in addition.
We know who Echo is.
I know
They paid her in addition to what she got. So it wasn't like Karen even kicked anything out to her. She didn't do anything. Karen got hers and got lost.
What was everything that Karen was supposed, like, what did she get? Like, where did it go? Where's the money at?
They gave her $60,000.
So what's Karen's rate? What's her rate?
This is where they went wrong at. It wasn't no fucking rollout. Where is that?
I think Sierra's asking the same question. What did you pay for?
You're missing the point. That's what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. The young man sounded to me like he was so excited. I get it. Now he's put it on him. His manager, they was supposed
connected to what?
They were supposed to have an out of mind fucking rollout on what they was
and I agree with you. His management should have been more on top of that. But I'm also saying that Karen needs to take accountability for where the fuck the money went. Period.
She sent an itemized list, but she never did anything with it.
So where did the fucking money go? That's all I'm
Hold on. You're not
got the list, but we got no receipts.
You're not gonna know where the money went. That's what I get to explain. Everybody wants to know where the money went. Some of the people that are hired to do radio are indie radio promoters like me, right? Hold on. Then there's people at the labels that do radio that are not supposed to do radio outside of their radio. So when you asking for these receipts for some of the people y'all mentioned that are my friends or my clients that y'all mentioned today that work at labels that their name doesn't even need to be mentioned on the stage.
Well, first of all, I didn't mention nobody's name. Hold on, let me speak again, because I've been quiet this whole time. Let me speak again. Nobody ever asked for no names of nobody. All I'm bringing up is the names Karen and Joyner. So what I'm saying is for Joyner's fucking people to pay Karen $60,000, where did the money go? That's it. Like, bitch, you can just say like it went like. Where did it go?
I get what you're saying, but I'm explaining.
Radio's not on the list. The itemized list, radio's not on it. So her talking about radio.
So if that's not on the list, then that excludes Wack's whole point.
Radio's not on the list. The list.
Okay, radio. I'm saying radio is not on the list, right?
Y'all sound crazy. This is
crazy.
crazy.
Instagram is right there.
That motherfucking grown ass people don't understand that. Invoice on receipts.
Okay, one mic. One time.
Let's settle it down.
One mic, I'm gonna get the sniper.
Hey, Joyner, have you addressed your
Hold on, guys. Let me finish this so we all are on the same page.
Hey, bro, you talking crazy. I can mention every radio consultant in the game. They don't give a fuck about the world knowing they consult radio. Now, come on, stop talking like that.
All they care about is they cash.
They would be secret. They would be very secretive on even that. As long as nobody say they did that with that, that's what exactly. The lie, bro. So let's get you talking about, bro.
Why would we be mentioning who we're hiring?
It doesn't matter. Everybody hires the same people, bro.
Nobody's talking about
a petty drug dealer can hire the radio consultants these days. Knock this shit off, bro. This ain't 20 years ago. You know that.
And I feel like what Wack is basically saying is like Joyner's, hold on, let me finish. For Joyner's situation, it's like, okay, if you give a motherfucker $60,000, you gotta be the one to make sure that every motherfucking coin, you know where it's getting spent at, period. And then even if you can't say nothing about, payola or whatever else is involved in it, where the fuck did the other money go? Okay, so did that go to promo? Did that go to you, Karen, in your pocket? Where did it go? That's all I'm saying. Like, I want to know where every motherfucking coin that I spend out of my pocket went.
I'm going to keep it real with you. And I'm just going to be real from somebody coming from the savage side to this side. Sometimes when people come, I don't know if Blue's still in there, he know. Some budgets y'all come with, we going to keep all that because we know if we spend it all on it anyway, ain't going to do that anyway. I'm just going to be real with you. But let's just talk some real shit.
So why the fuck you spending money?
Hold on, let me give you some real shit. If you come to me, when we talk about back in the days when I was coming up and we hit licks, yo, this shit costs $250,000. Dude talking about he got 8. Man, go ahead on the spike that nigga with 20, we gonna cut you 60 up. Management be in on the bullshit too, just keep it real, right? I know, right? So what I'm telling y'all is this, and I'm saying this, Joyner, I understand 6-7 years ago, you didn't know, but I think between now and then, I think you didn't figure out that management, you need to sit down with dude, for real. Because it was on him to supervise that. And not only that,
and that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Look, the fact that your manager, I'm going to tell you what a red flag is. If somebody tell me something costs 60, I'm going to say, all right, what's your fee in the 60? My fee is 12. All right, here goes 6 up front, and I'm going to give you 20. Boom, let me see where that 20 go. Okay, I see where that is. Boom, I'm going to hit you with another 20. The fact that he okayed the whole WAP being sent up front tells me what's going on, because I once been one of those monsters of that going on. You are not supposed to okay the whole bag going up front before any work is done. Any manager that approved that is in on the play. I don't give a fuck who they is.
And I ain't mad at anything you just said. That's all I'm trying to clarify.
You know it's the truth.
Honestly, Joyner got to be more on his shit. Is all I'm really trying to say. But and Karen has to be the one that provides him with what he needs to know that he's on his shit. Okay, I gave you 60,000. Where did you put it to? Period.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna say this here. Who Karen was 7 years ago, and I'm just hypothetically speaking, who she was 7 years ago, because who I was 7 years ago may be a little different from who she is today. Niggas was playing. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was playing.
I get that. But
I think Karcen understands that.
But this is what causes arguments, because motherfuckers don't know who they dealing with. So it's like, if you're dealing with a person and I'm going to entrust you with $60,000, I need to know where every coin goes. So if you didn't say that to her, then that's your irresponsibility.
But I don't think Wack is paying his radio niggas, right? Wack.
Bullshit.
Don't forget to hit the like button.
Hold on.
Hey, I control my whole bag, bro.
You paying your niggas, right?
If you new here, subscribe.
Exactly. You're paying your radio niggas. You're not going to your radio niggas and saying, let me see every single partner you're dealing with and spreading the money around.
No, this is what I'm doing. This is what I do. Let me tell you how it happens, right? Listen, I'm going to speak in turn. Hey, listen. Hey, nigga, how much 1,000 marshmallows going to cost me? How much? All right, here go half of that. Okay, but Wack, we need to re-up. 500 marshmallows there? Yeah, let me see.
Exactly, but you're not asking for who their connects are. That's what I'm saying.
No, you don't think that's not gonna happen.
I don't need to know who the connects are. I just need to know where my motherfucking money is going. Now, why don't y'all understand that?
But Pierre, what you gotta understand is his manager's job to track this shit. Like, come on, Pierre, who releases the whole bag up front?
To track his manager to know. Like, what?
Who releases
nobody in this room understand that?
Pierre, who releases the whole bag up front? Who does?
But even more than that,
and then we put it into the manager's hands. What the fuck? Don't y'all get about that?
If you call me and want to teach you from my orders and I tell you 100,000, I'm gonna tell you send me 50, not the whole 100. If your manager straight send him the whole 100, that's because that nigga in on that bag and he want his kickback earned.
Listen,
you know what I'm saying?
But
I'm
go back
telling you the truth.
Well, it all sounds like the beginning.
The only reason why we're talking about it is because the work was done.
But I'm saying don't play with my coin, is all I'm saying. To let me know where every dime is going. Okay, if y'all got some deals going on, If I agree with it, which I might not or might will, like, let me know what the fuck is going on with my money that I'm putting out my motherfucking pocket.
That's not gonna happen if they play.
Niggas don't care. Niggas don't care about that unless the results don't happen.
And that's what the problem lies.
It's because there ain't no results.
Period. I don't give a fuck.
And what I'm saying is, this is what I'm saying is, look, he went from spending $500,000 wherever he spent it out his mouth to his last 60, and you landed on Karcen Civil. I've been in this game a long time. We knew Karen from doing what she did, but Karen ain't breaking no damn artist hurt. That's not happening.
And I'm not putting it all on Karen because it's not all her fault. Like you said, motherfuckers should have been more in line with the money that they was putting out. Period. That's all I'm saying. But it's just like, why don't y'all understand that?
The question
he should have provided the receipts too. Like y'all talking about invoices. You can send me 12 invoices. Hold on. You can send me 12 invoices. I don't have to pay them bitches if I don't want to pay them. Then you got a problem with me. But if I pay my motherfucking invoices, send me my receipts, bitch. That's why I'm saying.
Hey, listen, Joyner, is Joyner on here? Joyner, you said part of that was like sit down interview, shit like that, right?
Nah, he's not in here right now.
Okay, but you said like sit down. So this is what I'm saying. So if this whole budget is $60,000, man, until you look, okay, what I'm gonna give you this up front.
You could do it out with $60,000 though, Wack. So
I would have gave her 15, 20 max. When
exactly.
the interviews is happening,
myself. And like
when
you
the
said,
interviews is happening and everything else is happening, and I see that dub been exhausted, then I'm gonna hit you with some more money. The fact that the manager, coming from a manager, approved him to send the whole 60 to investor who don't know shit, he's just a bag, to send the whole 60 up front, tells me something. She ain't gonna say that.
It also
she can't say that.
Format you're going on too. It also depends on that.
You missed
just
it.
because
you
missed it. It's a relationship there somewhere.
Nobody sending the whole bag up front before anything happens unless your slick ass is involved in something. The manager shouldn't approve that with the investor.
Okay, so do you get what you're saying right now?
I know exactly what I'm saying.
Oh, okay, because then you would understand why he would question Karen and what she was doing.
No, but his question is to start with his manager.
That's cool and all, and he should question his manager first, but he also got to question her too.
No, I mean, don't question the guy.
Answer the question. Where the fuck the money went?
He said, listen.
He said, let me tell you something. Hold on, Wack. He had the manager on the phone. The manager said he never got an itemized list. He never got anything from Karen. That is what the manager said.
Yeah. So ask that widow why the fuck did he approve the wire?
Hold on. Am I able to speak? Right. This is right.
Because his artist told him to.
That's the problem. That's what I'm saying.
He approved the wire.
Hold on. If the manager is saying he never received any of the invoices, he never got an itemized list from Karen, that is a problem.
Why did he approve the wire? It's on management side. You shouldn't approve the wire.
No, Wack, you not understand. I told you right now, like, okay, just send me $60,000 and I'll take care of everything.
Not gonna happen. If my video guy tells me, yo, Wack, the video gonna cost $50,000. First thing I'm gonna say, yo, send me
that's
free.
you, Wack. All I'm saying is that
Karen should
be able to provide.
I am a manager. That's not me. I'm a manager. We gotta all manage the way we're supposed to manage. Like, it's not me, managers.
But that's not the layout they're asking for. They're specifically just asking for some type of anything.
Where did she spend the money at? She spent the money.
Hey, okay, let me put it. Look, you'll never know where the money went because I'm gonna tell you right now.
Okay, all right. That's a fine thing to say, but here's the thing: all they're asking for is for proof of even like having the money in the first place. Is people not even?
Well, they sent it to her.
She already said she got.
They sent it to her.
That's where the problem is coming in. So
no, that's not where the problem comes from.
We know about how she gets paid out in radio. Like we know
the problem comes from the manager approving the $60,000 wire to be sent, and he ain't got no rollout. He ain't got no nothing. The fact that the manager
That's not the problem. That is stupid. Don't get me wrong. That is stupid for that manager to do, but that's not the problem.
That's the problem.
Because even outside of my manager, I should be able to go to this bitch and say, well, what, he gave you $60 because I might fire him.
May I say something real quick?
That's the problem.
Jesse wants to speak. Let me say something really, really quick, and I'll get out you guys' way. Karcen Civil is a gaslighter.
Who is this? Who is this? Who is this?
This is Jesse. Karcen Civil got
who
here.
she been talking about?
The way that you guys allowed you guys allowed her to gaslight Joyner Lucas on here was really.
Yeah, but that ain't your thing, though. The thing is in court.
Well, still, the gaslighter.
Nah, because Joyner, because that ain't her thing. She don't know nothing about it.
Why can't I finish?
All right. Now, let's talk about it. It's your boy Sino. Now, Wack has a point. And let's get to Wack's point. Well, I gotta fix this camera too, so that we can go back to HD. But as of right now, this is what it is. Wack, yeah, Tierra, you know, I'd be like, chick, go finish washing the cum off your face. Ever since that video, I can't look at you the same no more. No. She, they haven't learned their lesson. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just ain't learned their lesson about the business. Everybody moves differently in the industry, but the managers, there's so many people that want to manage you and be like, man, you need a manager and I got you. And it's all this clown and foolery stuff going on. But the main problem has always been the simple problem. People don't know the other side of the business. See, people keep forgetting that Joyner is telling you this was early in his career. Like now, he's been through those ropes. He knows exactly, you know, the business and what's going on. So now you look at what Wack was saying is that what people would do is put a retainer down. They'll say, oh, we need 60 racks as the retaining fee, you know, to say, okay, I'm retaining you to do the work. Then when I'm seeing the work, then by the end of it, you get paid in full the 60,000, but you ain't gonna get 60,000 up front. You might get 20. And then, okay, here come another 20. The 20 just to keep you retained. So this is why these measures were taken. You see what I'm saying? Is anybody there? Are they letting anybody chat? I don't know what's going on anymore. I really don't. Oh, somebody said I'm listening. So that's called a retainer fee. It's just like what a lawyer would take. You wouldn't pay the whole entire amount. You would pay a certain percentage, whether it be 10% or sometimes 5% or sometimes it's 15%. Depends on what the situation is to retain them or retain their work. This is what you're supposed to put down. Now, why the manager felt the need to pay the 60 up front, I don't know if the 60 was to acquire, was that all of it or everything else, or that's just total of what all he lost. She claims she sent the manager all of the accounts, everything, where the money went, and you know, it's just allocated through other people who were handling the work for him. She was basically paid for her service for being the broker. She brokered the whole thing together. She wasn't the one doing it. But they kept calling her, and she's like, I'm like in the middle of a lot of things that she was doing and had a lot of clients. And, you know, this is not something that, you know, answering the phone and all this stuff. But I would not hire Karcen Civil to do any of this stuff for me. But you know, he's young in the game at the time. So that's probably what was beneficial for him. But a list of accounting should have been given. His manager, I think, failed him because I think he was inept also at what he was doing at that time, because he should have requested or went to a judge and started suing. But, you know, when you don't have that type of leverage and she could blackball you and do all these things with her powerful connections and all these things, hey, look, I feel like our back is against the wall, and our back is against the wall. We going all out. So he should have, I felt that he probably should have went to the courts and got it done, you know. Make sure he got his money back. Or she would have had to show a list of accounts, something that she probably wasn't ready to do. But then again, he was at a position where he just had a new kid, couldn't really go through money. So some people are too strapped with money, and the truth don't have enough money. So the lie is able to roll around. Man, that's messed up for old Chip. So basically what they're trying to do is justify. Wack is there to defend Karcen Civil. That's all Wack does. You know, he's a good old lapdog. Emmanuel, scrappy dude. Just want to get it in with everybody for no reason. Scrappy dude. Yeah, so I mean, if he's still gonna keep going on about this $60,000 and he just gonna keep trolling, and Karen's gonna sue him for defamation of character, everything. While she tried to get her information in a row. Sinuses are killing her. Flonase, the whole thing, nothing working. Her brand has taken a hit, but other people have been telling you about her for years. So it's like, who's still working with her? You know, but you get all these Love and Hip Hop girls, and that's all they see. So anyway, good night. I need to get some sleep. Thank you guys for coming by. Thanks for the super chats. Thanks for the Cash App. God bless. Much appreciated.